It's 2025 and somehow we still don't have the full truth about Jeffrey Epstein. But what just came out is insane. The FBI and the DOJ released a joint memo saying that Jeffrey Epstein had no client list, his death was a suicide, case closed. So on July 10th, the Department of Justice quietly released a memo summarizing their final findings on the Epstein case. There is no evidence of a client list used for blackmail or trafficking purposes. The surveillance footage from the night that Epstein died has been reanalyzed, confirming no one entered or exited his cell after lockdown. They concluded again, death by suicide, no signs of foul play, no charges will be filed against anyone else. There are no further investigative leads, and just like that, the biggest unsolved scandal in recent history is being quietly buried. Let's rewind a little bit. Earlier this year, Pam Bondi made headlines when she said she had a so-called client list sitting in her office.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
That exploded online. Everyone from TikTok to Twitter was speculating which high-profile names might be on it. Politicians, CEOs, royalty, even celebrities. Fast forward to now, the list according to the Department of Justice never existed. And turns out that the surveillance footage that they claimed was the raw unedited footage was most likely edited. And you're about to see the metadata that indicates that it most likely was edited.
Raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was likely modified. And basically they pulled the metadata and showed that the footage appears to be assembled from at least 2 source clips, saved multiple times, exported, and then uploaded to the DOJ's website, where it was presented as raw footage, which technically it is not. Now I pulled the EXIF data myself. This is what it looks like. You can see that there's these ingredients file path here, where you can see 4 different files. 2 of them are just identical. So 2 unique files here that have been basically stitched together is the most charitable interpretation.
It seems like they went into Adobe Premiere, put everything together, and then uploaded it as the raw, unedited footage. Even though Bongino said, you are going to get the raw footage, so you know there is no shenanigans.
There's video. We are working on cleaning it up to make sure you have an enhanced and we're going to give the original so you don't think there were any shenanigans.
But all we got is shenanigans. For years they have talked about the Epstein list and the blackmail. Everybody knows that it exists. There is an endless amount of evidence suggesting that there is an actual client list. And now they are like, yeah, there is no client list. It never existed in the first place. The next thing you know, they are trying to deny that Jeffrey Epstein even existed. I don't think they are far off from trying to do that. Caroline even just recently said that they are not going to release anything because of how graphic and gross all of it is.
What do you tell MAGA supporters who say they want anyone involved in Jeffrey Epstein's alleged crimes to be held accountable?
This administration wants anyone who has ever committed a crime to be held accountable, and they put out a memo in conclusion of that review. There was material they did not release because, frankly, it was incredibly graphic and it contained child pornography, which is not something that's appropriate for public consumption. But they committed to an exhaustive investigation. That's what they did, and they provided the results of that. That's transparency.
They provided the results of that. So let me ask you one thing. How many people went to jail? Can you just share who all got arrested from the Epstein investigations? They are lying to everyone and trying to cover up everything that is related to Jeffrey Epstein. They are desperately doing everything they can to cover up and bury this whole conversation. Like when Trump said this.
Yeah, sure. If I
Pam, could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
And then Trump tweeted this. What's going on, boys, and some cases, gals? They are all going after Pam Bondi, who is doing a fantastic job. We are on one team, mega, and I don't like what's happening. We have a perfect administration. The talk of the world and selfish people are trying to hurt it. All over a guy who never dies, Jeffrey Epstein. For years, it's Epstein, over and over again. Why are we giving publicity to files written by Obama, crooked Hillary, Comey, and losers worked on it, and criminals of the Biden administration, who conned the world world with Russia, Hoax 51, intelligence, agents, the laptop from the Hell, and more. And he continues, why didn't the radical left lunatics release the Epstein files? If there was anything in there, why didn't they use it? F***ing exactly. If this was written by Obama and crooked Hillary, why wouldn't they have used it against you when they had the chance? For f***'s sake. Biden was president for 4 f***ing years. If they had already written this Epstein list, don't you think they would have dropped it by this point and using it against you? He's literally contradicting his own statement here. Fast forwarding to the end here, 1 year ago, our country was dead, and now it's the hottest country anywhere in the world. Let's keep it that way and not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein, somebody that no one cares about. One of the biggest pedophiles in history with clientele that includes some of the most powerful people on the planet, and now all of a sudden nobody cares about him. That's odd. They are trying to brainwash the public and actively lying about all of it, and now trying to convince the public that it's dumb to make a big deal out of it. This is the worst cover-up job in history. And listen to what Stephen A. Smith had to say about it.
It's really, really surprising that this matters. Of course, I think there's a list, but I don't know. I suspect, but I have no knowledge, nor do I care. It's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out and enjoy myself. I'm getting ready to have a nice weekend. I could give a damn about the client list, the Epstein client list. It has no effect on me whatsoever. With all the stuff going on in this country, with all the power that you possess because of the cachet and the influence you have because of your connection to this administration, that's why you upset at Trump. I didn't blame Trump one bit for looking at them and saying, really? That really matters to you? That's really that important? Now, maybe he had a different reason for saying it, trying to be evasive or whatever. I don't know. But I do know this. In the grand scheme of things, it ain't going to affect the lives of over 200 to 300 million Americans. I think we'll be just fine without knowing whether or not there was really a client list. I think we'll be okay. It's unbelievable that this is a big deal to me.
So it's not a big deal that children were being raped by Epstein and all of his associates, many of them being very powerful people, and you don't understand why would that be a big deal? So to him, if it doesn't affect him directly, why should he care about it? It doesn't make sense to him why people care so much about these absolutely diabolical crimes. He says that nobody is affected by it. Well, let me correct you, dipshit. What this means is that there are people out there that are above the law, and they can do whatever the they want. They are trying to shame you for even giving a about it. It's so fascinating to see how desperate everyone in power is. The more they try to cover it up, the worse it gets for them. I would love to see what do you think about this down in the comments. And if you like this video, consider dropping a like and feel free to subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching. See you later. Goodbye.